Calgary Liberal MP has released some voicemails that entail death threats and racist and homophobic slurs used against him and his family. Listen, I think I've made it pretty clear that I'm not a fan of people like Doug Ford and Pierre Poilievre and Danielle Smith, which is why when I catch people in my comments saying things that are a little bit much, I ask them to tone it down, because violent and hateful rhetoric gets us nowhere. I don't even want to read some of these voicemails that he got, including saying that his family deserved to be exterminated. It's just gross. And if you go to George Chahal's Twitter page, you can see that he released the audio of these phone calls. And while it should be noted that hateful comments towards politicians is not a new thing, we are in a new era where it can be shared and it can be amplified. There are two sides to this coin. One, we can finally start airing these things out in public, but two, it emboldens people to take similar actions. And while I know, or at least think, that none of my followers would do something similar, that's why I sometimes ask you guys to tone it down in the comments. Because I get that people like Doug Ford and Danielle Smith and Pierre Poilievre are literally trying to ruin some people's lives. People on the other side of the aisle think that of Trudeau, and we cannot stoop down to the level of some of these individuals. And remember, it's not all people that are like this. We have no idea what party this person voted for. It could have been the PPC, it could have been the Greens, it could have been the Conservatives. But when we start to use inflammatory language, all it does is embolden the people who hide in the shadows and make comments like this. But don't feed the beast.